Intimate images of American icons. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Bruce Katsiff. He is director and CEO of the James A. Michener Art Museum. Thanks so much for being with us.
It's my pleasure. Happy to be here.
We always talk about interesting things happening at the Michener, but this time you were bringing in two of the biggest names for us to really explore and understand, Elvis and Ali.
We think they're a terrific pair. Actually, they did meet one another and spend some time together, but we are the only venue nationally that will be putting together both the Elvis exhibit, which is traveling to 11 American cities, but we've put it together with these terrific collection of photographs of Muhammad Ali.
So when we talk about Elvis, this is a brief window into Elvis's life. This is really before Elvis became Elvis.
It is indeed. These pictures were done in 1956. An RCA publicist hired a photographer, Alfred Wertheimer, to photograph this unknown artist who they were hoping to promote. And Alfred spent about 6 weeks, made hundreds of images, but it is at a time when Elvis is not surrounded by security guards, when he is not mobbed as he walks out on the street. So it's a really remarkably intimate portrait of this young 21-year-old boy.
What did we learn about Elvis at that young age before Elvis was this mega international superstar?
I think we learned that he's introspective, that he's quiet, that he's very thoughtful, and he can be quite romantic. There are some encounters that he has with young women that turn romantic quickly.
And those are the stories that I'm sure those women still love to tell today.
I would think so.
I would think so. So let's talk a little bit about Muhammad Ali. And this is a little bit of a different look at a megastar's life because it explores different periods of Ali's life. And it also explores some of the struggles that he experienced. We think of him as an international superstar, but he really had a difficult time and was actually banned from boxing for a period.
He was indeed. Actually, Ali was a Muslim, a member of Elijah Muhammad's group, and after he joined, he changed his name. His born name was Cassius Clay, and he changed it to Muhammad Ali because of the view that Cassius Clay was a slave name. And when he did that, and when he joined with the black Muslims, he became a conscientious objector and refused to go to the Vietnam War. He was convicted as a draft dodger and sentenced to 5 years in prison. He was stripped of his title, and for 3 years, Muhammad Ali was not allowed to box.
And that was really at the height of his career.
It was at the height of his career, and it's one of the struggles that today some folks have forgotten about. Ali's life was by no means easy.
Let's talk a little bit about the medium of photography and how it helped to solidify the image of both Elvis and Ali and what it meant for them, not just domestically, but internationally in terms of their stature.
Well, I think that's a very good point because we tend to forget that this whole idea of an international star, someone who is known around the world, was really unknown 200 years ago. Prior to the kind of international media that we have today, who would know that an individual would be known an individual would never be known outside their community? But these photographs, these images, have meant that people all across the world, on every continent, know Ali. In fact, I have heard it said that Ali is the most recognized face in the world.
Why pair Muhammad Ali and Elvis Presley? What's the connection?
Well, they're both superstars. They're both symbols of Americans who have overcome incredible odds, and they're both people who have extended American culture across the world.
And this all runs through May 15th, so we have the opportunity to see these images and really explore the lives of two individuals that we think we know.
Absolutely, and of course while you're at the museum, you can spend some time in the cafe, have lunch, you can see other objects from the collection. It's a terrific afternoon's visit to the Michener Art Museum.
Thanks so much. We've been talking with Bruce Katsiff. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.